Hello, John aka Chicken Fillets here. Now last week, at the time of recording, was Indie Quest, a brand new showcase which highlighted indie JRPGs with over 40 plus trailers showing for upcoming games, released games, and a brand new title exclusive to Indie Quest. Now, I was a part of this event. I highlighted a game which will be highlighted on this list as well. Spoilers, I know, but after the dust has settled, I have gone through it again, fine-tooth combed through it and picked out 13 of my favourite trailers I am completely hyped for. So yes, with today's video we are looking at 13 indie JRPGs I am hyped for from Indie Quest. Now, as always, I want to know what your favourite indie JRPG was from this event. Let me know in the comments down below. Then before we get cracking on with the video, if you like JRPGs, indie JRPGs, and like hearing a wee Scottish guy talk about, well, please consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's have a look at some indies. Don't know what that's about. Robot Rhapsody, an upcoming indie JRPG from Rapture Studio, this studio which brought us beloved Rapture. Now, as per the bio, a pixel art JRPG, a futurist fairy tale exploring AI themes, tech, existentialism, and strange transformations in a suffering world. Now, when this trailer dropped for this upcoming indie RPG at Indie Quest 2025, I was overtaken with excitement. Beloved Rapture, the previous title from this studio, is an excellent game. So I have full faith in this studio in bringing us a fantastic title. Now, it is inspired by cyberpunk, solar punk elements, and also science fiction. I mean, look, it's in the title, Robot Rhapsody. Now, this upcoming title will have a Kickstarter launching within the year. And what I also like about this turn-based combat JRPG is that it's got a more open world to it. Now, what I mean by this is that the developers want to give you more freedom and make every replay different, because you can go in any direction you want once the game starts. I love JRPGs which have a futuristic feel to it, and I honestly do think that Robot Rhapsody is going to be a killer title when it gets released. Astromeda, which is being developed and published by Liran Kameza. Now, it has a release date of 2025. We don't have a pinpointed date of release yet. So, as per the bio, Astromeda is an adventure RPG combining turn-based and fast-paced action combat in a mysterious, charming world. You are a human who returns to an Earth inhabited by intelligent bacteria. Explore a rich world, befriend or fight quirky characters, and uncover the mysteries of the bacteria kind. Now, when I saw this game revealed at Indie Quest, this just screamed that it was influenced by Undertale. Now, that to me is utterly fantastic. I liked what I was seeing with the art design of this game, but what really sold it is the turn-based combat, which changes into an action-based combat. Now, this again, I'm going to reminisce to the likes of Undertale, because in Undertale, when you're playing that game, you select your commands for some actions, likes of fight or spare, and then there would be an action section where you would be moving the heart around the screen. Now, there's a similar sort of aspect to the combat here with what I have seen thus far within the trailers, where you will do some sort of turn-based attack, then it will go into an action sequence. So, for example, your character dodging bullets or going up platforms, etc. It just looks fantastic. It definitely does have the charm that I am looking for in my indie RPGs. And you know what? The comedic side is already showing, even with some of the facial expressions that some of the bacteria showed within the trailer. I am really looking forward to this. There is a demo currently available on Steam to try this one out, which I really need to download myself. Cannot wait for this one, and I will keep a firm eye, and when I know more about the title and its release date, I'm sure I'll let you know on the channel. Colossus Eternal Blight, which is being developed and published by our friends over at Rustic Panda Games. Now, the release date is yet to be revealed. Now, as per the bio, traverse a vast world to find Lucian's brother. Explore, uncover secrets, and utilize Lucian's abilities to fight corrupted creatures and purify the land. Embark on a journey filled with danger, mystery, and magic in this epic action-adventure game. Now, if you've been following my Indie JRPG videos over the past few months, you'll have noticed that Colossus has actually been shown on videos before. Now, I was so hyped and happy to see Colossus getting shown on a bigger platform at IndieQuest. Now, this game, from the outset when I first saw it, I was really taken by the fast action-based combat with the pixel artwork. I thought the pixel artwork was something special with this game. For me, I've been a supporter of this game since I found out about it a good few months back via X or Twitter or however you call it, and introducing it in my own videos. And now that I'm seeing it gain more traction as well, especially being shown on IndieQuest, it just brings my little chicken fillets heart some joy. I know that was weird, wasn't it? Anyway, Colossus Eternal Blight, I am looking forward to this, and so should you. Legends of Starkadia, which is being developed and published by Doom Turtle. What a name. There is yet to be a release date given to this title. Now, as per the bio, Legends of Starkadia is a quirky, turn-based RPG full of action-packed adventure. The Starkadian Empire is under attack by one of their own, and it's up to a team of unlikely heroes to assist the resistance to restore peace by defeating Nico and his legions of interstellar armies. Now, one thing I will pick up from that bio is, yes, this game definitely looks quirky. This was the first title to be shown at IndieQuest, and what a strong showing it was. This title just looks like a barrel of laughs. The character designs with the 3D models with the isometric top-down views. You have a punk rock pig as one of your sidekicks. It just looks so much fun. The turn-based combat as well looks great. Also, you can fight on a boat, like in the desert. I don't know how that works, but yeah. And at the end of it, where you're fighting a big giant snail and you get eaten up, etc. When I saw this title, I instantly wish-listed it on Steam. And by the way, I forgot to mention earlier on that every game which is showing on today's video, you can wishlist as well. And I will put down the Steam pages in the description down below. What do you think of this title? Let me know in the comments down below. Runa, which is being developed and published by Phoenix Studio, and it is yet to have a release date announced. Now, as per the bio, Runa is an adventure game inspired by modern and classic JRPGs, with turn-based battle system, social links, and a story-rich science fantasy world, promising to keep intact what makes classic JRPG games fun. Runa also features elemental puzzles, base building, as well as mini-games like farming, fishing, and cooking. Now, this is not the first time that I've seen Runa, and once again, it's not the first time that I've featured this game on a Chicken Fillets indie video. I remember that this game getting a lot of publicity because of its Kickstarter. Its Kickstarter really kicked off. Yeah, I'm sorry for that bad pun. But getting to the point of it is that it was very successful. It looks fantastic. To me, it looks like Xenoblade Chronicles meets Persona, especially that they're bringing in the likes of these social links. The turn-based combat as well, reminding me of Persona as well. This is one which I'm going to definitely keep an eye on. There is late pledges available as well on Kickstarter if you want to back this. And yeah, honestly, I cannot wait to play this one when it eventually comes out, because look at that art style. It is gorgeous, and it's amazing what can be developed by indie teams on smaller budgets compared to your AAA studios. This is going to be a fantastic one, and I'll keep my eyes peeled on it. Spaceman Memories, which is being developed and published by Nerdy Punk Dev, and it has a release date of 2025, no pinpointed date as such. Now, as per the bio, Spaceman Memories is a retro JRPG that takes place in a distant future but draws inspiration from ancient Japanese folklore. A story full of wonder and nostalgia as you take on the role of Ichiro 94, an astronaut who wakes up from hypersleep to go on a journey to find the remnants of the past. Now, I had absolutely no inkling about this game. I've not heard of it nor seen it until IndieQuest, and man, I thought this one looked so good. It has that Paper Mario flair with the characters being in a sort of 2D paper sort of plane against a 3D backdrop. It had turn-based combat shown as well. This game just oozes absolute charm. I really cannot believe that I've not heard of this title before, IndieQuest. And this is the great thing about this event. It brought so many new eyes to these upcoming titles. Now, just looking a bit more into it as well, it's looking to promise a deep and emotional storyline that explores themes of memory, identity, and the painful realities of loss. This game is going to be something special. I know it is, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. If this is a title that you are going to be playing, let me know in the comments down below. My Familiar, which is being developed and published by Chintzy Inc., and it's yet to have a release date. Now, as per the bio, now I've got to say I laughed when I first read this, but let's go for it. Yo, welcome. Let's try again. Yo, welcome to My Familiar. In this RPG, wake up as a fresh familiar on the mean streets of Wish City, where the denizens are dark and corruption is king. Fight, flee, and aggressively rap your way through a vibrant inner city gauntlet chock full of dysfunctional demons in a flashy, over-the-top, turn-based battles. Cast of 6 playable familiars include a self-loathing party foul, a disembodied diva, a remorseless sausage thief, a totally jacked luchador duck, a self-righteous robber baroness, and some sort of weird purple rabbit goblin rat thing. Cool, I guess. That is word for word the bio. Anyway, what stood out with this game straight away is that pixel artwork. This looks absolutely incredible. The details in the character sprites, the battle system where you're using your, what was it he said again? Some sort of weird purple rabbit goblin rat thing, firing a gun at the enemy. And when this trailer was showing as well, it had rap music. I implore you to go watch the IndieQuest event and watch it with the rap music on. Honestly, what a way to sell your game. Utterly class music like that. But yes, My Familiar has been one that I've kept an eye on before. There is a demo available as well. What I will say about the demo is that I tried to play it on Steam Deck, but I don't think they've got a controller set up for it yet. So when I was trying to get it to work, I just couldn't work. Like, I couldn't get the controls to work. And before anyone says, oh, you just map it and stuff, You're talking to a guy who has a name on his channel called Chicken Fillets. I'm not that tech savvy. So I will try and figure out, but yes, if you're playing it on PC, there is a demo available. I cannot wait for this one. Putting that aside, I cannot wait for this one. It looks fantastic. My familiar, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Honestly, some sort of weird purple rabbit goblin rat thing and a remorseless sausage thief. Fantastic. Well, the last time I spoke about this game, I gave it a bit of a bold introduction, so I'm going to do the same here. Zerras Adventure, which is being developed and published by Focus Studios, and it has a release date of Q2 2026. Now, as per the bio, Zerras Adventure is a classic turn-based RPG with no random encounters. Explore diverse areas, collect items and treasures to improve your team and defeat the strangest enemies. Level up, learn new attacks and meet quirky characters on your adventure. Now, once again, honing on that word, quirky, because this game is totally quirky. This is what drew me to this game in the first place and why I've talked about it a good few times on this channel. It has a certain distinct charm about it. That quirkiness with our leading lady, as such as Zerra, and her purple locks. The way that there's exploration on the field and it goes into a platforming section, and then we have turn-based combat as well, where it just looks like a barrel of fun. Now, Zerras Adventure, whilst it's still being developed, is gearing itself up for a Kickstarter to get this game fully funded. Now, when I do know more about when the Kickstarter is releasing, I am sure I'll be the first to let you know. Well, I'm sure Zerras Adventure's developers will let you know first. You know what I mean. Kingdoms of the Dump, which is being developed by Roach Games and Dream Sloth Games, and is being published by Roach Games, and it has a release date planned of 2025. Once again, no pinpointed date. So, as per the bio, an SNES-styled JRPG set in a fantasy world of garbage, created by two janitors. Join Trash Can Knight Dustin Binsley, fantastic by the way, as he fights his way through the 5.5 kingdoms of the dump. Now come on, straight away, look at this pixel art. It looks utterly amazing. The actual fact is that our main protagonist in this game is a bin. We're playing as a sword-wielding bin, cutting his way through all the trash of this world. And it will have all that retro-inspired goodness, where we see the likes of airships flying across this world map. And yes, there's a world map as well, and it has fun turn-based combat as well. Kingdoms of the Dump, I was so happy to see a new trailer for this game and to see a release window of 2025. I have spoke about this game before, but the more I see of it, and especially with this new trailer, I cannot wait to play this one. I've got it wishlisted on Steam, and you know what to do. You should wishlist this game too. I really struggled to say wishlist there. Escape from Ever After, which is being developed by Sleepy Castle Studio and published by Hype Train Digital, with a release date yet to be announced. Now, as per the bio, a genre-bending RPG inspired by the classic Paper Mario games, when a greedy megacorp from the real world starts taking over fairy tales for their cheap labour, a newly hired storybook hero must climb the corporate ladder, rally together other disgruntled employees, and fight back. I mean, come on, what an absolutely amazing concept for a game. This game looks utterly gorgeous, and that is in turn because of the Paper Mario style artwork that they're using for this game. It's got turn-based combat as well, similar to the likes of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. this one just is full of charm. I've said that word quite a lot throughout this video, but it just looks utterly gorgeous. And I've been looking at some of the features as well whilst recording this. One of the things which really made me laugh is engage in office banter. I mean, yeah, if you've worked in an office, yeah, okay. But yeah, engage in office banter, help your storybook co-workers, and decorate your office as you climb the corporate ladder. Honestly, this game is going to be so much fun. I can't wait for this one. Escape from Ever After. Seed of Nostalgia, which is being developed by James Sloan and Primitive Pixel Games, which is yet to have a release date announced. Now, as per the bio, Seed of Nostalgia is a beautiful pixel art JRPG which follows the tale of Attila and a cast of intriguing characters on a quest to save their dying world. Explore a mythical land, unravel dark secrets, and confront ancient forces in a tale of magic, sacrifice, and unexpected revelations. Now, again, I have talked about this title on this channel. I've even had a dedicated video about Seed of Nostalgia. Now, this title did have a very successful Kickstarter and it hit all its stretch goals. So what got me sucked into this title? Well, I originally became aware of this via X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days. And when I saw an advert for this, there was something about it. You know, when you see something, you think, this is going to be great. I mean, it's in the title of the game, Nostalgia. And I think this game did hit that for me with its beautiful pixel art and its fantastic white-haired hero. This turn-based JRPG is going to do really well when it comes out. I know that there is a lot of hype and excitement behind this title within the JRPG community. And if you want to back this one, there is still available late pledges on Kickstarter. Say it loud, say it proud. Scottish. Yes, Cairn, Maithers' curse reappears on a chicken fillet video. Now, before I go off in a tangent, let's do the usual. Cairn, Maithers' curse, which is being developed and published by friend of the channel, Ross McRitchie, and is set for a release date of 2025. Now, as per the bio, Cairn, Maithers' curse is a heartfelt, Scottish, turn-based, story-driven JRPG about a boy and his mother in an adventure that explores love, loss, and family. Featuring a full-length single-player JRPG, a story-rich narrative steeped in Celtic mythology and Scottish culture. Use your dreams to enter a mysterious dark realm. Bunky turn-based combat with cultists, haggis, and stop signs. Solve puzzles to unlock areas, find presents, and more. Now, if you've been keeping tabs once again on this channel, it's no surprise that I have talked about this game umpteen times because this is a Scottish JRPG being made just down the road from where I live. Now, this title, which is inspired by the likes of Earthbound, has so much charm behind it. For me, who is Scottish as well, seeing a lot of these Scottish quirks in there, especially where they're talking about haggis. You can, those wee creatures who run around the sides of hills. They've got on the left-hand side of them, or depending on what side of the hill they're born, their legs are shorter on the other side so they can run up the hills quicker. But haggis aside, I am really happy to see a Scottish developed JRPG which is leaning into Scottish culture. How I came upon this game was that I literally typed into Google Scottish JRPG because you see different JRPGs made across the world, but I never heard of a Scottish one. I mean, Scotland has brought us some of the best known games on this planet. For example, Grand Theft Auto, Lemmings, and Red Dead Redemption. So next to add on the list of accomplishments from Scottish inventors and developers, we have Cairn Maithers Curse to add to it. Yeah, you can tell the patriotic side of me has just come out. Oh yeah, and did I mention that I was the one who introduced this title on IndieQuest? I mean, let's be frank, no one else was allowed to do it because it had to be done by this Scottish guy. Infinite Alliance, which is being developed by Critical Games, published by Electric Airship, and is being released in 2026. Now, as per the bio, heroes and villains from 13 plus indie JRPGs collide in this story-rich crossover event. Chained Echoes, Jack Move, 8-Bit Adventures 2, Beloved Rapture, Quartet, and more unite for a totally free adventure. Now, this title was shown to the world, premiered as such at IndieQuest, and it totally took me aback. There's been a dedicated video on this channel where I discuss this more, but to give you the lowdown, essentially, loads of indie developers have come together to create the Indie JRPG Avengers game. It is going to be a 5+ hour game, and there will be optional content as well. And the fact is that this title is going to be completely free. It's got turn-based combat as well, which you'll see is influenced by the likes of 8-Bit Adventures 2. Now, it's amazing to see such a feat being shown here and having indie developers come together. Now, the reason that it's going to be free is that they are wanting people to buy each individual game from all the other studios. Now, when it comes to the console editions, from what I'm remembering, is that there will be purchases for that platform, but the proceeds will go to charity. It is a fantastic idea. I cannot wait for this to play out. And honestly, one thing took me by surprise is seeing the Warrior from 8-Bit Adventures 2 pop up on our screen as a 16-bit character. I've said this before, and I'll say it once again. Josh, I know you're listening. Give me 16-bit adventures. Thank you very much. So there we have it. 13 indie JRPGs I am hyped for from IndieQuest. What was your favourite title from this event? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on this channel, please help me grow it by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, you know what to do. Hit that notification bell. This has been John, aka Chicken Fillets, and until next time, tatty bye.